yeah, y'all know what I'm supposed to do. So this is a get ready with me ramble. Once again, if the mirror's in my face, y'all know I need it. That's just that. Like, don't ask no more questions. Like, I just need it. Okay. So I was gonna talk about yesterday, but I'm just like, I'm not talking about yesterday because honestly and truly, I don't know where that's gonna go. Like, I'm really gonna see like what they do for real, cause like yesterday was like really good. It was a little bit like everything I like. So I'm not gonna speak too much on it. I just want to see where it goes, literally. Like before, like I get into a whole story time of my love life and all that type of stuff. But um, yeah, y'all. Like I'll just wait till like what I'm saying it's a thing or like it's progressing before we talk about it. Cause I was gonna talk about it. I'm just like nah. Ain't really much happened for me to talk about like on my YouTube, like on my platform. But all that happened for me to keep it to myself because it's just my little thing. So I'm gonna talk about the story time. I put this story time on my channel like a long time ago. If y'all remember, if y'all don't, I'm gonna get into a backstory in a minute. But I put this story time on my channel like a long time ago. And then, like I said, I got into my little feelings or whatever. And my doubtation, is doubtation even a word? It's not, but I'm gonna say it's my word now. I got a little doubtation about it and about myself and my insecurities. So I just deleted it off my channel and I was like, I'll never do it again. But what happened was that I put, my old intro, like the second intro I had, no, yeah, my first intro, it had like my Snapchat. And the moment I posted that damn story time, the girl I was talking about added me on Snapchat, y'all. Like, she added me on fucking Snapchat. And, like, before y'all say, wait, did she say something? Like, no, she didn't really say anything. She just literally added me on Snapchat. And, she didn't really have much of a conversation. She didn't really say anything to me. She didn't, like, pin message or say anything to me. Like, she literally was just, like, blank. Like, she didn't really say anything to me. Like, she just added me. And I guess she kept watching my stories and shit. But she didn't really say much. Because at the end of the day, there was nothing to be said. And this happened like 2 years ago, I believe. I don't remember, y'all. But from my recollection, she did follow me. And I was just mad confused why she followed me. So I'm just like, how you know I was talking about you in that story time to begin with? I didn't even say your name in that story time. But I guess you figured it out, baby girl. Because you added me on Snapchat. And then the other story time I did about the ghosting guy, he added me the exact same time too. So it was just mad weird. It was just like, I didn't even say any of y'all names, but I guess y'all knew what y'all did. So y'all decided to like freaking add me on Snapchat, but not say shit. Like, y'all finna get under the story time out of me. Like, no, like I didn't cross paths with y'all after that whole situation. So yeah, like there's no more story times to be told or no more story times to be had. So let's get into the story time. So this is an IMVU chronicles story time. If you're an adult like me and you've really tapped into the metaverse casually on an off day or on a day-to-day basis, then y'all know what I know. So basically this game is called, I call it IMVU, but people say it the proper way. I just call it by the letters, basically like I am view. Like that's what I call it. It's called something else, but I've been calling it IMVU for so long to the point where like, the proper way to call it is just so cringy to me. But yeah, I've been playing IMVU for like a while, like since 2019, basically, and then I quit after the whole breakup is spicy, and I just never went back on it. Like, just never went back on it. Like, And I came back on it like literally this year. So if y'all didn't know, now you know. So let's just get into it. So little like backstory before the actual story once again. So if y'all didn't know, I was dating this Detroit dude at some point. We just not even getting into it, but we dated this Detroit dude, I believe in 2018, like halfway 2018 and 2019, I believe. I don't know, I don't remember. Memory is so vague when it comes to my exes because my brain just goes like we just delete everything from this whole person or any person we date. So I dated this Detroit dude. I'm not doing a story time on him, Lord forbid. That is not what I'm trying to do. But yeah, I just know I did the Detroit dude. I'm gonna wrap it up pretty quickly because it low-key doesn't even make sense to talk about. But long story short, I did this Detroit dude. We were like, he's one of them dudes where just like wasn't trying to like settle down with no female. Like he'll just kick it with you, but if you're boring, he'll just like drop you out of thin air, basically, and dismiss you, and then like move on to the next available female. And then when he met me, I kind of just changed that whole outlook for him because the girl was interesting and yeah, I didn't want to brag, but she was on some shit. Like she was on her P's and Q's. So like I wasn't the girl where he can just like basically like just one day talk to and one day date. No, baby. Like I was on my P's and Q's. Like I was interesting. Like you could not drop me for the life. Because what are you gonna be addicted to my company? Like I am that girl. Like I am never boring. You're gonna be addicted to my company whether you plan to or not. Like it's just that. So just to say that, y'all. So he just stuck around. We were dating. I don't remember for how long, but we met in a room called Ghetto Starbucks that is no longer available on IMVU. And we had our little, fun, whatever. Then long story short, I don't want to talk about too much, but he got arrested. I fucked up. He dropped me. And yeah, like I just never seen him ever again until like probably my last day on IMVU before I actually quit. Because I was going to double back, but then I seen him on some whole shit. So I was like, yeah, it's not even worth it. Like, it's just not worth it at all to, like, double back because he wasn't even on shit, to be honest. And then after we broke up, literally, like, I think a day later, he ended up dating the girl that we just decided to, like, in the metaverse, not real life, y'all, in the metaverse, we tried to get, like, more exploring, like, he ended up just like dating her, and that didn't even last long. Cause it was mad corny. Like, how you end up just dating the girl that we just got intimate with in the metaverse? That just didn't make any sense. But make up my makeup and then tell y'all like some more. So basically, so after the group split apart, because long story short, we were begging the owner to keep Ghetto Starbucks open for some reason. I don't know what it was. Like we I don't know why, but we were begging the owner of the room to keep Ghetto Starbucks open. I don't even know why, because it only lasted for like that specific week. Like we literally had like a whole ball in that room, and then we were like, we don't want the room to die. We actually want to have more fun in there. But like nobody went back in that room really after me, and I'm gonna call this boy Detroit. After me and Detroit broke up, no one really went back into that room. I was the only one going in that room casually at the same time every single night, waiting for these motherfuckers to show up. And none of them showed up. Like, not a soul showed up in that room. Literally, not a soul. Nobody came to say hi or bye. Everyone was just in their little, in their own little world, y'all. Like, nobody was on Nothing. Like, no one was trying to, like, come in that room and be like, oh my God, someone's in here. Like, nobody was trying to be in that room, like, whatsoever. So, let's get into it. So, after me and Detroit broke up, the room kind of just died out. Like, there was nothing to even go back to. Literally, I kid you not. It was a bore. And yeah, y'all, so I hate these brows. Oh God. So, these brows are so ugly, y'all. Okay, so after me and Detroit broke up, I just kind of like was wandering around, and then one of the girls that was like, I'm not a supporter of me and Detroit. She kept inviting me into this room called Basketball Park. If y'all were not around in 2018 and 2019, you probably know what this room was, but this room was really one of those rooms. Like, it was like popping, like everyone and their mama was going there every night to get tea or some information on somebody, because it was the shit, y'all. And she kept inviting me to this room. I'm gonna call this girl Z. She kept inviting me to this room, and I really didn't want to go, because I'm just like, girl, what's the point of inviting me to this room? Like, literally, like, me and Detroit are broken up. We haven't spoke in like forever, so there is no point of you literally inviting me to this room. Like, it's just no point. Like, literally, we don't talk, we don't text, like, nothing. You didn't get my number or any of my socials. I haven't got the same for you, so it's really nothing to talk about. Truly, really. So I kept declining her invites. Then one day I was like, fuck it. I hate these brows. I'm gonna see what the fuck is actually going on in that room, or like what the fuck is she, like, what this room is all about, what's the hype, because she was like literally spam inviting me to come and I was just not coming. So one day I was like, okay, let me go see what the hype is all about. I pop in the room and some drama is like already occurring, y'all. Like some drama is like already occurring with a whole bunch of people. Like, when I say a whole bunch of people, there's like at least 9 or 10, not even 9 or 10. Like, there's 2 arguments going on at the exact same time. And everyone's like, who's friends with the girl, is putting the girl that was arguing, she's putting a little 2 cents in and clowning the girl. And the funny part was that this girl had the same username as me. So when at the time, the username at the time, which was Dreamy, y'all know that era, then y'all know. So literally, like, they were calling the girl Dreamy, and I was like mad confused. I'm just like, why are people calling my name? And then I realized there's a whole nother girl responding whose name was actually Dreamy. So it literally made sense. And I was like, oh, they talking about her. The room was so full that I couldn't even get in. So when I actually got in at some point, y'all, the girl came up to me and was like, I'm dead. Why does girl have this girl's name too? Like, they met the other girl. Why does the other girl have my name? And then she tried to start something to me. And then I put my 2 cents in. I'm like, first of all, you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a girl out the street. Like, you gonna talk to me like you, not even talk to me like, you gonna talk to me like with some respect, little girl. Because first of all, you just got on IMVU. I've been had my name for a good solid year now, or a few months, so, or a few days. So I'm technically the OG Dreamy. You just dreaming. That's pretty much what it was. Let me explain to y'all what it was. I'm not doing makeup anymore. Fuck that. I'm just gonna pack up all this shit and just talk to y'all. So basically, it was that when my dream era had occurred, y'all, and it was popping in these metaverse streets, I made a name for myself to the point where, like, every girl every female on VU wanted to name themselves Dreamy. Like, I don't know what it was, but like they just had to name themselves Dreamy, to the point where like every time I went into a room, there was like 6 bitches. Oop. 6 bitches with the same name. And then the people that knew that the different girls were calling their names, and I'll be like, huh? Like, why y'all calling my name? They'll be like, no, Dreamy 64, Dreamy 75, or Dreamy 0053. And I'm looking at them like, yeah, that's a lot of Dreamies. So eventually I did end up changing my name from Dreamy to Dream, and then other bitches once again started changing their name from Dreamy to Dream. I don't know why. I don't know what it was, but they just decided to change their name from like Dreamy to Dream, and it was so weird. I was just like, damn, I can't even have one name for myself without y'all taking that too. Like, WTF, y'all. So let me continue. So anyway, there was an argument brewing on in the park, and then the girl that was arguing with the girl, I decided to put my 2 cents in because she didn't want to come correct when it came to me. So I argued with her, and then we started arguing back and forth over something I don't remember, and I ate her the fuck up to the point where she left. Everyone was cheering me, and the girl automatically was like, let's be sisters, cause you mad cool. And me and her became sisters. But y'all know how that shit goes. When everyone says NFS, new friends, or they said y'all be sisters, it only lasts for a day because they don't know how to, like, talk or be communicative or whatever. So I mean, like, she knew we were sisters and everything, so it wasn't that, but like she was the one sister that like wasn't like didn't have a communication problem. Like, she gifted me randomly. Like, I woke up sometimes and my whole wish list cleared, and she's saying I love you, sis, and da da da, and her checking up on me and da da da, to one point where she just started to be inactive, and I just kept coming to the room because one thing about me, I make my presence known. So I just kept coming to the room, y'all, like on some like, this unit's actually fun as fuck. So I made my little, 1-2 in the room, and now like they don't know me yet. Like, ghetto Starbucks people know me, but like I'm the person known in the room, girl. Like, I'm in there. So I kept coming in the room, and with the way the room was set up at the time, you either landed on the skating rink, you either landed on the basketball court, or you landed on the opposite end of the seating where it looked like you were cheering or whatever. And yeah, so now let's get into let's hold the background check. Let me get on to speed now. So I was coming in the room casually every night, and there was this group of people that were very popular in that room. When I say popular, like every time they came in the room, people were saying, hey, what's up? Like, bigging them up, like, just, giving them their respect, giving them their flowers, you feel me? Like, giving them a little 1-2, like, giving them, like, the whole 9 yards, as if they were, like, Nicki Minaj or Drake or Lil Wayne. Like, they were getting them fucking flowers, bitch. Like, every time they came in the room, they're getting a little 1-2s, they're little like 5-4-3s. Like, they were on their P's and Q's. And then the girl that invited me, I don't know why, but she wasn't saying shit to me. I guess she didn't remember me until I started speaking. So at one point I started speaking, and then she remembered me, and then she's like, oh my god, is that you? And I'm like, yeah, it's me, girl. And he's like, how are you? And she's like, are you and Detroit still together? And I'm like, no, me and Detroit broke up, and then he cheated on me with the girl we had a whole relationship with for fun, casually. And yeah, she was like, I don't know what she said. She was saying some shit, and then she's like, okay, and then she's like, it's been a long time. And then I guess she made new friends, y'all, because she went to talk with the people I literally just said were popular in the group. So I guess she made her presence known in that group as well. Now, mind you, I was like, fuck it, they popular as fuck, so I'm not trying to do too much. I'm not trying to, you know, be extra and be like a pick-me girl. But I was lit by itself, so I was a vibe already. So they kind of like grabbed onto me, like not quick, but they kind of like grabbed onto me after a while, like to the point where like every time I came in the room, now I got my flowers. You feel me? You see how that works? Like when you vibe and you get invited to like personal space, like this group had like their own personal room, their own personal kick it spot. Like after ballpark died down and they were the only people in the room that mattered, they left to a personal spot. And I didn't get invited right away. Let me not seem like, you know, but I got invited like I think like the third or fourth time I was in that room, I got invited. And you know what's girl, you was like, ah, you like to twerk, you like to, you know, pixel twerk, all that shit. So I was a vibe in that room. They automatically clinged on to me. Like they automatically freaking like cling to me. So I was like a vibe already, and they just, you know, loved me being there. So we were in that room. We were like all getting to know each other. The room died down. They all left because they are different time zones or the same time zones. They're all going to work or something. I don't even know, y'all, but that's what it was. So now let's get into this like shitty. Okay, I cling with everybody in the group, but there was this one girl that I haven't met, and they stayed talking about her. When I said they stayed talking about her, they stayed talking about her. And I didn't really meet her because, I don't know, they said that she had different time zones or something in that group. Like, she was never on. When she was on, you'd catch her. You had to be on a certain time to catch her. And for some reason, I got on at the time I was supposed to get on. So I caught her right in time. And I didn't know who she was, but, like, I'm gonna call her. I don't remember her name anymore. I said her name in the video because it was like a recent thing that happened. Like, no, it wasn't. I had her added. Still, I don't know why. So I'm gonna call her Delulu. Okay, I'm gonna call her Delulu. Okay, Delulu came in the room literally all the time, and everyone put her in a sec. She saw me, and her got mad cool. We formed a friendship. Like, I think out of everybody, I was the closest one with her. Even though they were like her main peeps, literally, like, yeah, I was like, she could have clinged on to me. She told me personal shit that she never told anybody in the group, that she's been friends longer. Like, she was telling me the whole 9 yards. Now, me and her formed some type of friendship to the point where, like, if y'all know me on the metaverse, y'all know I make some fire ass Abbies, y'all. Like, if it was a job and people pay me to make avatars that are like bombily sexy, I got you. Like, I freaking got you. Like, before mesh heads were like popular, I had the regular Y2K head that was like trending. So I made it mad cute, and this was like, y'all know the braces phase, where the braces phase became mad popular and everyone started having braces on their avatar. So yeah, this was like the braces phase. So me and the Lulu were hanging out. Now this story probably be all over the place, but I'm gonna just explain something about the Lulu real quick. If the Lulu likes, oh my god, I can't even explain it to y'all, but let me just continue the story. So, me and Lulu got really cool to the point where it was just like, every time I saw her, she would call my name. Every time everyone saw me, they'd call my name too. Like, it's like a roll call type of shit. Every time you come in the room, whoever says hi to you, you roll call their name in that order or whatever. So she would always come to the room and roll call me, and me and her became cute. She'd always sit beside me and me with her hugging, da-da-da. So mind you, my avatar is cute. Like, I'm not doing too much with it. Like, I'm mad humble with my cuteness on IMVU. So it's just like, I get the attraction not by force, not by, shaking ass, shaking titties. Like, I just get the attraction because, like, I don't gotta do too much with my avatar. Like, I'm just there chilling, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, let's fast forward some more. So, me and Delulu get mad cool, right? Okay. I eventually got her number, okay, and her Snapchat. That's it. But we mostly text through my number. So me and her would be texting and we'd be talking, and then she just asked me like, do you have a crush on anybody? And I'd be like, no. And then she be having a crush on some guy. And I'd be like, who is that? And she's like, you don't know him. But he's just my crush and da da da. And I'm like, what's his user? Because I have a friend where, like, if I know you got a crush on somebody, I'm not gonna flirt with them. Cause I was mad flirty back then, like really flirty. To the point I didn't give a fuck. I was mad flirty, but I'm not gonna flirt with them out of respect, out of our friendship, because I know you have a crush on them and I don't. Like, it's just me casually chilling, having a conversation or whatever. But if they flirt with me, I'm gonna let them know I can't flirt with you because my homegirl got a thing for you or whatever. Now, mind you, she wasn't telling me the name of this person that she had a crush on or their user. She was just saying, you don't know him. I just have a mad big crush on him. Okay. Mind you, we're gonna call this boy Eminem, okay? So I was like, mind you, Eminem was a common name in ballpark. There was hella dudes that had Eminem's username, so they were all coming in ballpark, and I just did not know who or which Eminem she had which user Eminem user what she had a crush on. Okay, basically it was so confusing because she was saying hi to all of them, and I'm just sitting there like, is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? Is it that one? I don't know, but she was being mad cool and friendly with all of them, right? So, a user that is like part of the group with Eminem, okay, came in the group, okay. He came and me and him, okay, when Delulu is not around or whatever, we would flirt, okay. Me and Eminem would flirt. We would talk, flirt. Everyone would be like, ooh, Jamie, a time I was my Jamie and Eminem go be a thing. And I'm just like, nah, y'all, we chilling. They're like, okay, sure. And like, we would be flirting and they would like leave us alone. So I'd always be on this nigga with my LV. We be chilling, we be talking. Every time I see him, like, we just automatically like click. Okay, we just automatically click. We be chilling, we be talking, and then one day, Delulu comes in the room, okay? And I'm already on Eminem, okay? The Eminem that's in the group, that's a part of the clique, okay? I'm already on Eminem, right? I'm just chilling, okay? We just talking, we kikiing, we having a good time, and I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, she's like hi to me, and automatically, I don't know if whispering was a thing back then, but all of a sudden I get a pling, like on my phone, literally, and I'm sitting with Eminem. So I'm just like, so all I see is, this is what we're doing. I said, huh? She's like, this is what we're doing. Like, the whole text was where she's like, this is what we're doing. What kind of friend are you? I told you I liked Eminem, and yet here you are all hugged up and booed up with Eminem. I said F like real quick. So I'll go on my phone and I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, I told you I like Eminem. I'm like, you did? She's like, yeah, mind y'all, she told me she liked Eminem, but I asked her for the user of Eminem, and she didn't want to provide that. So, at the end of the day, it wasn't my fault. And mind you, I told y'all, there was a whole bunch of niggas named Eminem coming in the damn unit. So, how was I supposed to know which Eminem was the dude she was talking about. And on top of that, she was being mad affiliated with all the M&Ms that were coming in the room. So how was a girl supposed to know that this was, out of all the M&Ms, the one that's in our group was the one she was talking about? Okay, let me continue. So she was like going off on me, not off on me, but she felt some type of way. So I'm like, huh? And she was like, I was just like, I don't know what I told her via text because it was on my old phone. So I'm looking at her and I'm just like, huh? And I'm like, you told me you like Eminem, okay? But you didn't tell me it was this Eminem you liked. And she's like, I told you I like Eminem. I've been told you. And I'm like, but you didn't tell me the user of Eminem's user. Like, I just thought Eminem was just a random person that comes in when he wants to come in. Like, I didn't even think Eminem was like in our clique or anything. Because mind you, I'm new in the clique. So I'm not gonna automatically know every single person. Like, I'm getting to know every single person and forming like a relationship, like a friendship with every single person individual. Just one girl that didn't really like my presence. I didn't really care for my presence. I didn't really care for hers either. So like, I kept it P. I didn't start no issue with her. She just didn't like me for some reason. And every time she saw me, she left. But other than that, I was cool with everybody, but I just didn't know everyone's name because I didn't know that the group consisted of like more people. I'm just seeing the same regular people every single day I come to B Park in a night. Like, I didn't know there was more people. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, I didn't know you like Eminem. And she was like, yeah, I like Eminem. And I'm like, you didn't tell me. You told me of Eminem. You just didn't tell me the user of Eminem, because if I knew, I wouldn't have, like, been like kicking it with the Eminem that I'm telling y'all about right now. Like, I wouldn't have been kicking it with him like that. And then she was like, oh, my bad. And I was like, yeah. In my head, I'm like, yeah, you're bad. And I was so frustrated because I'm just like, bro, like, you didn't tell me the name of Eminem. You just told me you liked a nigga named Eminem. And there was her niggas coming in B Park with Eminem's username. So how was I supposed to know? So she was like, yeah, it's that Eminem I like. I have a big crush on him and da-da-da-da. So, not to say me and Eminem were doing the dirty, okay? Not to say me and Eminem were anything exclusive. Not to say me and Eminem were anything serious, okay? We was just kicking it and flirting from time to time, getting all mushy, getting all, with each other on the low in PCs. But it was no like labels. There was no like relationship or whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna fall back from Eminem on some shit. So every time Eminem came in the room, you know what I'm saying, he would sit beside me and start our regular little, like flirty talk. So I just told him straight up, I can't do it with you anymore. Like, I just can't like, I just can't do it with you anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, out of respect, like, someone in the group chat likes you and I'm cool with them, so like, I can't do it. I'm gonna do. And he was like, who? And I'm just like, so I told him, like, Delulu has a crush on you. And out of respect for me and Lulu's friendship, I cannot flirt with you in the way anymore. Okay, we can't do the whole 30 McTurdy thing with you anymore, because my homegirl likes you, and I'm not type of friend where I'm gonna just flirt with my homegirl's crush after she literally makes it known that now officially you are her crush. Okay, I'm not type of friend. It's a wrap or whatever. Okay, y'all, when I say Eminem was pissed, y'all, Eminem went from, he didn't cuss me out, he didn't disrespect me, but after Eminem saw the Lulu's name, he went from 0 to 100 real quick, and it's the only thing I remember word for word. He was like, man, I'm so sick of this shit, bro. I'm like, huh? He's like, man, I'm so sick of this shit. You don't understand. Every time a girl likes me or I'm interested in pursuing someone, all of a sudden, the Lulu got a crush on me, bro. I can't even take it anymore, bro. He's like, man, every time I got a crush on some girl, or I want to talk to some girl, or I want to be in a relationship with some girl, the Lulu come out of nowhere with her feelings, talk about she liked me, and a nigga don't even, and then mind you, he's like, a nigga already asked her if she liked me, because she was not friendly with me a long time ago when the group first got together, and she said no. But now all of a sudden, when I want to get with somebody that I actually like, she gonna come and talking about she got feelings, y'all, and I don't like her at all, yo. Like, she's so effing annoying, yo. Y'all, I was just like, damn. So I don't know. He's like, man, I'm so sick of this shit, but it's cool though. It's cool though. It's cool though. He's like, let's just go back. So we come back in the room, and I don't remember, she texted me and asked me like, where did I go, or something, or did I lag out? I don't remember, but all I remember is that I came back in the room, and then me and Mikey got an understanding of like, you know, like what it was. So I just, like, when I say I left it alone, I left it alone. Like, I literally just left it alone. I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it no more. We can be friends. I just said, look, we can be friends, but the shit we be doing, you know what I'm saying, we just can't do that anymore, like, out of respect for my friend. He was just like, when I say like, the whole the whole vibe changed. It just changed. Like, it went from that to he stopped talking to me. He stopped acknowledging that I was there. He just stopped acknowledging my presence. And then it went from I hate the Lulu to him actually acknowledging the Lulu, and out of nowhere, him and the Lulu becoming a thing. Okay, so I'm like, okay, him and the Lulu are a thing, but mind you, I'm keeping it in my head what he said about how every time he tried to take someone serious, the Lulu comes out of nowhere and tries to make it seem like she liked them from like years ago. She was just shy when the whole time he asked her, she said she's not interested, and they'll just keep it Pete. Okay, so I just let so when the announcement came out, like, it didn't even come out. It just, you see something what it is, you put two and two together, and you realize, yeah, they're dating. Like, they're together. Like, they're not gonna publicly put it out there, but they're together. And on top of that, she texted me like to confirm their relationship. So I just said, congratulations, that is so cute. Y'all is together. She's like, they text all the time. She's like, she's become part of his life. She's become part of his, like, routine. She's become part of, like, the whole, like, 9 yards. You feel me? So I just left it alone. So I left it alone. And then eventually, like, there was a member in the group that barely comes on because of their work schedule. Like, they work, like, at 9. No, they go to work at, like, 5 or 6 a.m. and they don't finish until nighttime, and they work 24/7. They get no off days. Like, there is no off days with this person. And he decided to, like, come in one night and, like, holler at the crew. Now, mind you, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, he made his whole 9 rounds. I introduced myself. He said, okay, cool, or whatever, da-da-da. So, mind you, y'all, okay. Mind you, y'all, Lulu was dating Mikey at this point, okay? It's like months later, they become an on and off again couple, okay? So, I just let them blossom, let them prosper. You know, I'm getting to know all the other spots. They have spots where they play game nights. They have spots where they just chill. So, we just happened to, like, me and this dude that barely comes to the group chat, we just kind of like hit it off, like not off the bat, like just by talking, we kind of hit it off. And then when he pops up in one of the rooms that were made for basically the group as a whole. He would come and we would kick it. We were talking, we were chilling. Mind you, Delulu is with Mikey, so she's all good. Like, it should not matter at this point. You got your Mikey, not Mikey. Yeah, his name was Mikey, y'all, but I'm gonna call him Eminem. Everyone on VU at this time in 2018 had the name Mikey because it was not cool. I don't know why, but it was a trending ass username, and everyone and their mamas had to have it to the point where, like, you met someone called Mikey, and you search their username in the IMVU handlebar, there'd be like a 2,000 niggas named Mikey, and you have to find the Mikey that you met in that room because they all had the exact same name and the same profile pic. I kid you not. So, me and this dude, I guess we got mad close. I'm gonna call him Carbonate. Okay, me and Carbonate got mad cool to the point where, like, it was a debatable thing because he didn't get no off days to come on IMVU. I was active as fuck on IMVU. He wasn't. He tapped in and tapped out when he could. You feel me? I mean, that's mostly on his breaks. So me and Carbonate were kind of like forming something. At the time we were forming something, Delulu and Eminem were on the in and outs. So all of a sudden, I get close to Carbonate. Delulu and Mikey call it quits. Eminem, Freg. Eminem and Delulu call it quits. And she becomes single, and Eminem just comes in and comes out because, mind you, like, it's a group, but like him and his ex is a part of the group and he's part of the group too, and you know what I'm saying. So it's not, it's really awkward, and I don't know if they ended up, I don't remember if they ended things on good terms or bad terms, but like she just told me that they broke up and and she's just happy to be a single girl. And she's cool, like she's just, you know, like chilling or whatever. So me and dude Carbonate, we just, you know, decide to get flirty now. Like, we flirty or whatever. And I don't remember, she texted me asking like what happened with Carbonate or something. But all I remember is that me and Carbonate got mad cool. Now, I don't know where y'all, once again, how could you do this to me? I have a crush. You knew he was my crush, and now you're dating my new crush again too. Like, what the fuck? So I look at the text like, huh? You were with Eminem for like a good while, yo. Like, I didn't even know you had a whole nother crush on somebody else. Like, how was I supposed to know you on Carbonate now? How you have a crush now on Carbonate? Like, what? Like, hello butterflies, it's your girl Dominique Damahu, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? I know a lot of y'all are, all of my following base is from like the States, so and either your family day already passed, so like you have no idea what I'm trying to say. You have no idea what I'm gonna say, but Canada had a whole happy family day. So if you're from Canada and you watch my channel, yeah, I really hope you had like a good family day, because I didn't. Mine was boring. Mine was boring and bland. And yeah, like it really was nothing. And then I actually wanted to do something and should go somewhere else, and motherfuckers would not, I say motherfuckers, I'm sorry, certain people would not let me go, talking about they already made plans, and they didn't make plans with me. They literally were just like, I made plans with you. I made plans with me. They made plans with my sister. They made plans with me. So I was like, I'm gonna just excuse myself from the equation because y'all didn't even make plans with me. So why on earth would I be going? Why else would I want to stay if I didn't even But I wasn't even part of the plan. And they went on a whole functional rape for some reason. So I don't know. So I just got bored. I'm just like, part of family day for me is like when you spend time with your family and y'all do games and activities and y'all do like certain things with your family. And we didn't do any of that. We literally just like, dinner was made from like 3. Okay. And I ate early because my body's on this whole like woozah. So I ate early. And the other part of the family came around nighttime per usual. And that was it. Like everyone just ate on their phones and supported people's boyfriends when, you know what I'm saying? The boyfriend just came in the picture like 2 weeks ago, a month ago. Barely familiar with anybody besides the sister. And I've been around since 1999. And I'm finally trying to like do a YouTube and nobody wants to fucking support me. And then when I say something, it's, oh, I'm crazy, or da-da-da, or no one wants to support me because they don't like ghetto content. Okay? Or they don't want to support me because I'm not sitting here in a fucking wig or a fucking lace front talking to y'all, whatever, like, because they don't want to embarrass their Facebook families. So to the point where like, oh yeah, by the way, y'all, this is a get ready with me and ramble. I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time, and then it's gonna be a long video again. So I'm gonna tell y'all a story time, and then I'm just gonna ramble about, well, not a ramble, talk about my family day, which I'm doing right now, and then random feel unsupportive topic, and then the story time. So this might be like a long ass video, but also get ready with me. So I'm gonna do my makeup. Another hack I saw on Instagram, part 2, IMVU Chronicles season 1. Okay, back to what I was saying. So honestly, I feel so unsupportive, and like, not by you guys, because you guys help hold me down. Like, y'all hold me the fuck down. But I'll just be honest, I feel so unsupportive by people in my family because it's not even like they're actually supporting me. It's more so just like they don't want to support because they don't understand what's going on. And I'm gonna address that now. So it's 2 reasons. Okay. In story times, there's a background check, okay? Not even a background check. It's a background before you actually tell the story itself. That's what a story time is. Like, I don't get straight into the story time. Like, I get into the background at some point. The background is detailedly explained, so you get like an understanding of the story time. You don't gotta be there to know what actually happened, but based on me telling it, you can either relate from it, get a key out of it, or be like, WTF, like, huh? Like, why people do this something to you? Like, you feel me? And then you get into the story time itself, literally. So you get like a background check, like, point blank, period. Like, that's how story times work. But one, my family don't even know the meaning of being supportive. For some reason, they don't understand. But no shade, no tea. Like, I'm not envious of anybody or jealous of, but this is just facts. Like, they rather support my sister's boyfriend, who just came in the picture like a month ago, maybe 2. If I'm wrong, I'm not even keeping track. Sit down, watch him on TikTok, going live on TikTok, playing old Jamaican classes, which is mad cool and mad fun, whatever. Okay, cool. Versus their own blood trying to grow on a platform, literally. Like, make it make sense. Like, I literally tell them, like, bro, like, I'm tired of talking, because at this point, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you can't win, you can't lose. So at this point, it's like, why am I pushing myself to continuously explain to somebody? Like, I'm trying to make it somewhere in life. Like, I'm trying to brand myself. I'm trying to put myself out there. I'm trying to get sponsor deals. I'm trying to, like, push my platform. I'm telling them the requirements to push my platform so I can start gaining, like, more money. And they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They rather be judgmental as fuck than actually support. So, little heads up, when I get somewhere on my channel, when the Lord will guide me somewhere on my channel with the support that I'm getting on my channel, and I evolve and grow and I get my income, keep that same energy. Make sure you're not around when I get my big paycheck, like my first, like, YouTube paycheck. Make sure you're not around when I get some type of income. Like, make sure you're gone. Keep that same energy. Like, don't support, don't ask for a hand, don't ask for a loan. Just make sure that when I get some on my YouTube channel, which I know I will, you're not around, and that same energy is provided, like, point blank, period. At the end of the day, I don't want to hear well, I had a business, you didn't support it. No, baby. No, baby. I don't want to hear that. Because at the end of the day, I'm not supporting somebody that hasn't supported me, not even once, in anything that I've actually done. Like, nothing. Like, hasn't seen potential or talent with me at all. But was around when it came to money and but wasn't around to, like, support me anything. And then see that I'm doing something and not trying to say, oh, hey, do you want a studio or something to push something? Like, do you want to vlog something for me? Like, not vlog something for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, see that I'm doing something and then say, hey, do you want, like, something? Do you want, like, help? Do you want help or something? Like, what's your goals? Like, not even asking, like, oh, do you have goals for your channel? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, I literally had to go to school an extra few months for YouTube to grow my shit on my own. But okay, though. The last, like, random, I had to I had to get off my chest. So I'm just like, I'm putting it on, like, bro, like, I'm telling the same people every single time. And then when my folks was dating Chuck, if you guys know the story time Chuck, I will leave the link to that story time in the description box. But Chuck was around and dating my mom, and I'm not gonna lie, despite the traumatic experiences that I was with Chuck, I literally had to, like, he was my only, like, vent support system where, like, I would vent him about, my growth, like, how I just started a YouTube channel, my growth, and where I'm trying to take this channel productively, and where, like, I see it going and all that. And he was, like, so freaking proud of me. Like, not, like, on some, like, you have no story time, but, like, he was proud as fuck. I mean, more than my own people's, yo. And he was just like, man, like, I see where you're trying to go. And I already have to, like, not even beg him, but I had, like, a conversation with him and be like, can you talk to so-and-so about supporting me? And he was like, that's not okay. Like, how do they feel comfortable supporting other people that just came in their life? And you're, like, you've been around for so long. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't understand to this day. I don't know. But, so it's okay. And then they wonder, then the dumb shit that they wonder is like, oh, why doesn't Kay want to come around? Oops. That, why don't I want to come around? Why don't I want to, like, spend time with them? Why don't I want to do this? It's just simple shit. And my feelings not getting acknowledged, for like the simplest thing. Like, I'm not supposed to have feelings, y'all. Like, I'm supposed to just like bottle everything up and like keep walking like they ain't did shit to me or nothing. I'll just be kumbaya but out of it. And in the moment, like, I actually like voice my opinion and I do some, they make me think I have a mental problem. I'm like, like I'm crazy. Like, I just can't say shit. So I just personally like, look, I'm just gonna stay away from everybody. Like, I don't wanna associate myself with anyone in this family anymore. Besides, they're like one person. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll say my highs and whatever, be respectful, but like on some like personal shit, yeah, we're not venting, we're not doing none of that because apparently I don't want to seem crazy and I don't want to seem delulu and I don't want to seem like I'm reaching too far when I'm really not. So I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and like continue my YouTube journey on my own, grow, evolve, learn more, grow more, and then eventually like I have my bomb ass friends or whatever and my lovely supporters. I'm gonna work with y'all for real, cause this family shit is just very overdue and very overused. Cause ain't shit being supportive. Like, you know what I'm saying? How many times I tell one person? How many times I have to tell people who are supposed to be your family member the requirements for you to start earning and how they know so much people, you know what I'm saying? And they know so much people and they network on a daily basis with people within the Black community, and they're not trying to like say, hey, can you watch my sister's video? Hey, can you watch this? Can you watch this? Like, they're not gonna post me up unless I'm wearing a dramatic ass wig, or I'm talking about slavery, or I'm talking about some of the Black community. Like, I'm talking about story times from events in my life that has transpired, and instead of you wanting to learn what I went through, y'all are little Black and judge. So I really can't do nothing about it for real. Like, I really just gotta keep it pushing with a grain of salt. Okay, now I got it off my chest for real, y'all. Next to the ramble, I will talk about yesterday. So I'm not on cloud nine.
BFFR. What did that spell? B fucking for real.
Me, she had a crush on Carbon. I was mad confused. I'm just like, our whole text history, y'all, has been about Mikey. I woke up to Mikey. I'm gonna say his name now. I woke up to Mikey. Me and Mikey did this. I met Mikey's parents. I'm gonna fly out to see Mikey. I'm gonna fly out to do this. I'm gonna do that with Mikey. Our whole time, or I'm in love with Mikey. And me and Mikey stay on the phone. I cook for Mikey. I do this for Mikey. Da da da. Like, our whole conversation was about Mikey. So when she hit me with that, y'all, I was just like, be so for real. Like, at this point, be so for real. Like, now I was beginning to see like a pattern. Like, every time I was trying to kick it with somebody, she would suddenly have a crush on them. I don't know. Like, she would break up with that person. I feel like the same time where she sees like I'm flirting with somebody, and then say out of nowhere, how can you do this to me? I like this person, da da da. So I began to see a pattern, but like, it was a weird type of pattern, you feel me? So when I started kicking like Carbonate now, and I don't know where she's like, how can you do this to me? I got a crush on Carbonate, and I like Carbonate now, and da da da. I was like, okay, you know what? Something's going on here. Okay, something is going on here, and let me tell you why. This is why people, because I'm just like, first of all, Carbonate is never really on at all. He works 24/7, 7 days a week, no off days whatsoever, y'all. He was really by his bag. I don't know if what happened to him, whatever, but Carter was really by his bag during the whole not even the pandemic, before the pandemic, y'all. He was really by his bag. He would check in and check out. Carbonate wasn't even on like that, y'all. Like, Carbonate will come, stay for like maybe like an hour or less, say what he gotta say, and then he'd be like, okay guys, I gotta go get ready for work now, or whatever. Kai wasn't really on, and then when Connor came on, he would just chill with me and talk to me. And she was just ending her relationship with Mikey for some reason. I don't know why, but don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but they had fallen out, and now all of a sudden she likes Carpet now. So I'm just like, you know what? Have him. Just have him. At this point, after that whole situation, I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to just like anyone in the group no more. Like, I'm not gonna flirt with anybody in the group and see like what happens. So I put that basically to the test, right? So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna stop doing anyone in the group. Like, I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, y'all, tell me why. Tell me why. So she and Carbonate become a thing, okay? And I don't know how long that lasted, but she and Carbonate become a thing. And all you hear is like, do you like anybody? Do you have a crush on somebody? Do you like somebody? I'm saying no, no, no. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, why not? Like, why not? I'm like, I don't have a crush on nobody. And she's like, well, me and Carbonate are kind of a thing now. And I'm like, okay, cool. Congratulations. And she's like, yeah, we're like so perfect for each other. Like, it's so cute. Like, she's gushing about Carbonate. And she's gushing about, her and Clem's conversation. She's like, her and Carter been getting frisky in text messages, and he calls her and how he's fine and da. So I was like, kudos to you, right? So this is what happened. So I don't know what happened, y'all, but she and Carbonate break up. Like, they lasted longer than she and Mikey, and I don't know, I guess the time zones didn't work out because he would never have fully time to commit to someone on IMVU. And she wanted an active guy, I guess, and when he wasn't around, and she saw all her friends in something committed, she wanted to wreck that up so it would all feel down with her. Like, that's the type of girl she was. And I peeped it because when we all went to the gaming room to play some games, and she realized like she was the only girl that was not in something, and our other friends were all and happy. Bitch was ready. The Lulu was ready to pump on everybody's relationship because she want everyone to be miserable as her. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I'm cool off all that. Me and her talked or whatever to the point where, like, I guess she went into depression and then just started playing, IMVU as like a whole. So let me get into it. So eventually, group chat gets made, y'all, and the group chat gets made, and it gets made without her. Now, we end up talking and having a conversation about Delulu, right? To the point where, like, everyone's getting sick of Delulu at this point. Everyone's peeping what I've been peeping from the jump, but it's come to realizations where, like, now everyone's tired of her as a whole. So we all decide, I guess, to meet in the gaming room and have a conversation. Like, not even meet, like, we have a conversation and we're like, we gotta go to work. Bye. So eventually, I save the gaming room to my thing, and I realize there's some people in there. So I pop in and they're all having a conversation. I'm like, hey, y'all, are y'all good? Yo, what's up? They're like, hey, Jimmy, hey, girl. And I'm like, hey, y'all. I'm like, girl, you look so pretty. Me and this girl, I'm gonna call her Pretty. Okay, me and Pretty, because Pretty was the classy girl of the group, the classy bougie girl of the group, but she wasn't like too bougie and like too bougie where like she just didn't want to hang out with no ghetto people, like some real ass people. I wasn't down for the like She was one of them girls where just like she classy and everything, and she don't do certain things, but she's still willing to hang out with people like street people, whatever. So we go in the room and Pretty's there. We're gonna call this boy D. And some other people were there, right? So they're talking, and I realize they're talking about Delulu. Because they say her name like a couple of times in the conversation. So I'm like, is everything okay? Like, are y'all okay? Like, why y'all seem so pissed or whatever? And all of a sudden they're like, man, we tired of Lulu. I'm just like, damn, what happened? And they're like, man, the Lulu is a jealous, toxic friend, man. Like, it's draining and it's just too much. And I'm like, why? What happened? And they start explaining to me, like, this is like before I even came in the group, they're explaining different experiences that they all had with the Lulu, and they're really tired of it. They're like, when the Lulu is depressed, she expects everyone to be depressed with her. And if she sees you any ounce of like happiness you have or any type of like love you have while she's depressed, she will do everything in her power to make sure you feel the same way you feel until she is satisfied. I was like, damn, like I was like, damn, that's fucked up. And another person was like, and another person was saying like, oh, how they were in a relationship and and then they told Lulu how happy they were, and then the Lulu just said some false information that wasn't true, and they actually believed it because they were cool with her, and they just met the person, and they ended up breaking the relationship off with the Lulu, and the Lulu seemed so damn happy that now they were both gonna be single together. So I'm just like, damn, y'all all went through similar experiences with me with the Lulu. So I was just like, damn, that's crazy. I'm just like, I feel sorry. I'm like, you know what? I've been through them. I'm like, listen, y'all. So I'm like, yo, I was cool with Mikey for like a period of time, y'all know. And out of nowhere, Delulu went mad in on me saying that she liked somebody that she never told me the name. And mind you, y'all, I like mind y'all, like the name is so common or whatever I said to them back then. I don't remember word for word. And they were like, yeah, that's how she is. Like, she don't like to see anyone happy but her. And then she want everyone to be miserable while she's happy. And then when she's miserable and you're happy, she don't like to see that. She rather like, stomp on all our relationships to make sure we're all miserable with her. And then when she's happy, we're not supposed to be happy either. And I'm like, that's toxic as fuck. Like, that is bad as fuck, y'all. And they were like, yeah. And then I was like, so what? Like, what's going on? They were like, hold up, we're driving, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So D sounds like he was driving, I believe. Wait till he gets back home. So we're all gets home, we're all talking, and then they all come to the conclusion where they're gonna drop. So I give advice, and then they all come to the conclusion they're gonna drop Delulu as a friend because it's becoming too much. Like they've had more experience with Delulu than me. I only had like I guess 3 months of her. They've had like years of experience with Delulu, and they were just sick of it. They wanted to be free to be able to like be in love and be happy without like some jealous person lurking in the corners wondering like, they're happy, let's ruin it. Or, oh my god, they're happy, ew, let me think of a way to ruin it. Like, they were tired of that. And I was like, yeah, I get it too. So everyone cut Delulu off, and then it was just me and Delulu talking. Okay. To the point where me and Delulu got into something, and I just cut her off, y'all. Like, I just cut her off. Or we fell out, whatever it was. I was over it because I'm just like, look, it's just too much going on. Like, I don't need that type of friend where I took everything into consideration that these people said, and they're only into the Lulu. Now, mind you, I don't know the Lulu at the time, well enough like they did, but I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. I don't want to be friends with somebody that wants to be the only one in the group that's happy, and all her friends have to be miserable. And then when she's miserable and and then I'm happy, she go come and try to dim my shine to make sure I'm just as miserable as her, and I guess suicidal as her. So I don't want to do that, y'all. So I cut her off, and we all cut her off, and then let's fast forward into the actual tea. So we all agreed just to be friends, like together, and exclude the Lulu out. So the Lulu quit VU, yeah, and decided not to come on VU anymore, right? So at this point now, the owners of Ballpark decided to come back and take charge of their room. If you were around Ballpark at this time, then you know what I'm talking about. So the group had found out that the owner of Ballpark was a catfish, and she wasn't, and they weren't the same. Oh, I dropped my thing, guys. So they found out that the owner of the Ballpark was a catfish, and it was, and they had, and the owner had like 7 different accounts that was running that they had to Ballpark, and they found out that the person was a fraud, and they got exposed like so many times on the VU exposed page that was available at the time, and to the point where it turned into a beef, y'all. Like, it was war. Like, it was our group versus their group, and they were arguing back and forth, arguing back and forth, to the point where the owner was like, y'all can take y'all raggedy ass out of here. And she banned all group members from the group. Like, she banned all of us from that park. So I thought, we all decided we weren't gonna go there and have fun in a whole nother unit. So to the point where like the room disappeared from my favorites, y'all, and then it magically came back like months later. I won't say months, like I feel like weeks later it came back, and I thought that we weren't going to go back to Ballpark because of, you know, what the argument that happened. Y'all, why they kiss ass with the owner of the Ballpark, who dogged them out to get their asses back inside the room, and to the point where like the owner gave them Ahmad the moment they got new. Like, they made up with the owner and they bought their way in inside of Ballpark. So when I look in Ballpark views and I see all of them, I'm mad confused. So I try to go in and I can't get in. So I'm mad confused, because I'm just like, okay, so y'all bought y'all way back in or something, because y'all was in there after just cussing or just making it very clear in the chat that y'all don't want to be in Ballpark at that raggedy ass room anymore, and y'all go find different rooms to hang out in or whatever. Y'all decide to go back in there on your own and buy y'all way in there, and no one thought to bring me in. Like, no one thought to bring me in that group whatsoever. So I guess my ban lifted, and then I got back in the room when they all just left. Like, I think they went, it was round 2 of the argument, and then the owner finally banned them or whatever, and then they just all like quit and they all left, y'all. And then yeah, we went our own separate ways, though. Like, after Ballpark just went poof, like all the shit we did in there, y'all, the memories we had in that room, it just poofed. And yeah, girl, the group fell apart after that. Like, it was already gone from when the Lulu left the group and we found out how toxic she was, and how jealous she was and all that stuff about happiness whenever we had it. But it fell apart after that. And then, I don't know, y'all, like, I guess like months later, I started seeing like them one by one in like random units that I went into, and they would say hi, and then they would leave, and then they would say hi, and then some of them would act like they didn't know me, some of them act like they didn't know who I was, and yeah, that was it, y'all. Like, that was it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video and this story time. I love y'all, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Maybe an ASMR, but who knows. Okay, bye.